Hey, what's good, everybody? Happy Tuesday already. It is Tuesday, isn't it? It is Tuesday today. Welcome. Here we go. So before we get started, I want to let you know if you were thinking about opening an account with Jazz Wealth, I'm so excited about this. We work with a company called Folio. That's the brokerage firm we use so that our clients keep their account in their names. We never touch your money. We just manage the investments. Well, we've been working with them to actually include our risk profile questions, get the client to be able to open whatever account they want without needing me, at least at the moment. So if you go to jazzwealth.com, you click invest now. Now it looks a little different. You can open any type of account you want, get it all set up. You can even give me a heads up as how you want to invest. We'll take it from there. I'm loving it. The guys at Folio, the brokerage firm that we use, incredible. I'm actually hoping to go up there and give you guys a tour of their office soon. They finally maybe agreed to help us out a little bit. So if you're thinking about opening any type of retirement account or you need help, you have an existing retirement account, you don't know how to manage it, the markets have scared you lately, they're going up and down, you don't know what's going on, and you want some help, well, now you're going to have a place to do that. So with that in mind, let's talk about the markets today. I'm going to go over to the charts. You know, kind of a, I hate to say it, kind of a boring day, really. I mean, the Dow, let's see where we're at here. The Dow was up 39, the S&P gained 7, the Nasdaq added 31. It's a 3-day win streak, so nobody's really going to be complaining. If you look on the charts there, you got 1, 2, 3 straight up days. Today's just was a little quiet. And if you go back a couple videos to some of our other reviews, I started saying that I think the markets are going to settle in this range. Now, this range is rather large. So we've been seeing huge moves to the downside, huge moves to the upside. Eventually we're going to settle back in. And if you look back over here, this is normal. This sort of normal range movement is what we expect. Today was maybe the first sign of things starting to get back to normal. The volume was lower. Oh, you could see it on the charts there. The average volume for the day was basically average. I don't know how I said that wrong. But basically it seems like we're settling in. We go over to the S&P, you can see that also had a small up day. That is my phone, I'm sorry about that. And then the Nasdaq, there we go. The Nasdaq actually a small up day as well. Where were the leaders? What was the reason behind this today? Banks and tech. So here's the banking sector, at least one way to look at that. Another half a percent gain today. And if we go over to the Nasdaq, also another 0.5% day today. That was the reason the markets were a little bit supported going into today. Really, I'll just point out a few things. One of the most active spaces, and again, still the best sector of the market today was metals and mining. It seems that people are starting to come back into that space. You can see it had a nice little sell-off, nice control. We've been talking about this metals and mining space. Another 1.5% today as that continued to bounce back and recover from its declines. It seems like people are sort of rotating back into that sector. We'll talk about transports, also very nice, holding that 200-day moving average, which we always talk about as being very important. And that's really it. I mean, we could make a big deal out of a lot of sectors here, make it seem like a lot was going on, but really just a quiet day. So not much there. A couple stocks you might want to take a look at as my light flickers. Under Armour, we talked about this yesterday. They had earnings. They needed to be an impressive earnings announcement, and Under Armour came in with earnings that were basically right where Wall Street had expected. The real excitement, the reason for the big 16% gain today, which was actually revenue. Revenue was higher than what Wall Street expected, and that basically shot the stock all the way up into the 200-day moving average. Very popular. You see it on TV. Everybody talks about the 200-day moving average. That's where the stock stayed. But just know that that was pretty much all because of earnings today. Maybe this is the turnaround for Under Armour. It wasn't a blowout earnings. It wasn't anything to get excited about. It was just a little better than expected. Okay, so it really just gave a reason for those that were short the stock to consider maybe getting out of them a little bit. We'll talk about ABC. Nope, that's not it. ABC is the symbol. Stock shot up 9%, was up a lot higher earlier in the day. It was up here. It closed down a little bit, but still 9% on the day, so not bad. This company, if you're not familiar with what this company does, they may be getting bought out by Walgreens. You know Walgreens. What this company does is they get all the prescription drugs, the generic drugs, all kinds of things like that, the equipment and the little pieces that go along with all of it, any sort of, I'm not actually sure if they do supplies, I'll check into that. But what they do is they take all these drugs and they distribute them. They're a big distribution company. They do it very, very well. And Walgreens has come along and said, hey, we could use a little help with distribution. It appears that they have made an offer to buy them. Nothing official yet. Now, Walgreens owns 26% of this company already, so it's kind of a natural progression. They've seemed to have been building up to this offer. And in my opinion, this is all to try to beat Amazon. Because Amazon, you've got Berkshire Hathaway, JP Morgan, Apple now in the news today talking about how they're going to help lower the cost of healthcare. Everybody has this, the big guys have this rush into healthcare, and that's going to be the next big space where if you follow like companies that disrupt industries like Uber and things like that, healthcare is going to be next. We are going to get our healthcare prices down, our drug prices down, and I really believe that these guys are all making the right decisions to do it. Now, Amazon, JP Morgan, Berkshire Hathaway, Apple, they have the more disruptive sort of approach. Walgreens and this company, they're essentially trying to stop that from happening. So I think Walgreens is in here making the offer, spend the money to buy ABC because they want to slow any progression from the guys that want to reduce the prices. So there's a little bit of tug of war there. They're trying to beat Amazon to the punch. And, you know, we'll see what happens. So we'll keep you posted on that for sure. I find that pretty much fascinating. Fossil reporting earnings here. FOSL, you know what these guys do. They make the watches and stuff. Stock's up 25% after earnings. Probably a lot of short covering there as well. Do you have any stocks that you're in, you're looking at, you want an opinion on, you want a second pair of eyes? I can't actually recommend that you buy or sell it because I'm a financial advisor registered with the state of Florida, California, Ohio, New Jersey, Texas, and a couple others. I can't think of them. So I can't actually make those recommendations. But if you want to talk about a stock, how it's treating you and where you think it's going to go, I can certainly agree or disagree. Let's talk about that. If you are looking for open retirement accounts, I'm so excited about this. I don't want to make this video some sort of promotional thing, but I'm so excited about this because now you guys get just as much control as you should have. You don't have to send your money to an advisor and hope for the best and hope that they're not stealing it or make sure they're doing the right thing. You control it. We're the first people to do this where you can control your own money. We'll just manage the investment. So be sure to check out these two videos up here if you want to learn a little bit more about Jazz Wealth and what we're doing here. We help with your investments, but I'm also passionate about helping with your personal finances. I hope you'll give us a shot. We'll talk to you soon.